Like you, we were all saddened to hear the news of Alex Trebek's passing yesterday at the age of 80 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. Now, we had the honor to sit down with Trebek twice last year, including this reflective interview from September 2019, when Alex talked about his fight with cancer, his deep appreciation for the outpouring of support, and how a home improvement project took on a higher meaning. Here is the story as it aired last year.
And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek has been a comforting, witty, and eloquent presence in our living rooms as the host of Jeopardy for 3.5 decades.
We are now dealing with world landmarks, players, and here comes your clue.
We first heard the news in March that Trebek is battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Now, normally the prognosis for this is not very encouraging, but I'm going to fight this. I'm on the mend, and that's all I can hope for right now.
After an initial encouraging response to treatment, this announcement was released in mid-September.
This past summer, because I was making such good progress, we thought I was finished with chemo. That was a bit premature and certainly over-optimistic.
Trebek's numbers went south, and it happened quickly.
The doctors are now re-examining my situation, and it appears I will be having more chemo treatments ahead of me.
I had the honor to sit down with Alex the day of that announcement. He was forthright in talking about what he's going through, explaining his seemingly indefatigable response in his battle against cancer.
There's nothing that I could do about my situation that I'm not doing. I'm following the doctor's recommendations.
During treatment, Trebek will continue to host Jeopardy.
Here are the categories in Double Jeopardy. Hip-hop musicians' real names. Aha!
He says he considers himself lucky. He referenced his age of 79, saying he's lived a good life, and added that others fighting cancer have it more difficult.
Some of them are suffering in pain.
Yes.
Some of them become addicted to opioids because of the pain they're enduring. I don't have that, except on rare and fleeting occasions.
May be surprising for someone directly in the spotlight for decades, but his outlook often circles back to putting others first, including reflecting on how cancer impacts his family.
Don't let yourself get down too much, because not only does it affect you, but it affects the people around you. And that's probably the toughest part, dealing with the people who are close to you, your loved ones, because you're trying to not complain. You're trying not to put too much pressure on them. You realize that you're short with them sometimes for no reason whatsoever that you can explain, and it's unfair to them.
I wondered if he was aware of how the way he's handled his diagnosis with such optimism and courage, even vulnerability, has inspired others in their own fight.
I don't feel that I'm a great inspiration.
Your reaction to it has inspired them. So well, whether or not you know you're doing it, you really are.
And that's a good thing, and I thank you for viewing me in that way.
But I have to ask about these home projects.
Alex told me a story about how a mainline water leak at his house provided an unforeseen victory. Trebek, a handyman on the home front, had water shooting feet in the air.
I told my wife, I said, I felt really good about being able to do this today, because I've been feeling very, very weak. I have trouble going upstairs, and it was so satisfying. And to be able to do work like that around the house, if you care for your home and you take pride in your home, and you are one of those individuals who, when something goes wrong, wants to fix it immediately, then these are the kinds of things that bring tremendous satisfaction, and I love it.
He's still smiling, still hosting, still fixing leaks.
Thank you for that information.
Of course.
We add to our information stash here at Jeopardy all the time.
Facing stage 4 cancer, Alex Trebek has chosen a path of positivity.
His television appearances broke ratings records in Las Vegas.
Oh, easy one. Who is Brian Loftus?
Oh, sorry.
And for others facing their own great challenge, he imparts a powerful message.
I want to be a positive influence in terms of the message I send them. And that is that, hey, stay the course.
Yes.
Keep your chin up. You never know. Things have a way of turning quickly in relation to cancer. 1 week from now, they may have a cure.
And maybe the miracle is in the message. In addition to entertaining us for nearly 4 decades, Alex Trebek also showed us how to face adversity with perspective, humor, and consistent courage. Trebek's final 35 episodes will air as they were shot. You can see them right here on Channel 8 weeknights at 7 o'clock. The Jeopardy team has always been so kind to us, and we at 8 News now extend our deepest sympathies to all of them. Denise, Kirsten, truly Alex Trebek, one of a kind.
Yes, indeed. And I believe he worked up until a week and a half ago, didn't he?
Oh, wow.
Such strength, such courage.
Really incredible the way he's lived the last year and a half with this, and so inspiring to so many, as cancer has really touched all of our families in some way.
Right. He was so brave. I mean, to continue to working to what, 10 days ago? Wow. Good for him. We're going to miss him for sure.
We certainly are.